Welcome to the Deep Dive, where we unpack ideas that genuinely matter. Today, we're diving into something that touches every single one of us every single day, unlocking the incredible power of everyday conversation.
It sounds simple, but there's so much to it.
Exactly. Our source material for this deep dive comes from some really insightful excerpts, collectively titled Daily English, Small Talk Routines and Confidence Strategies.
Good stuff. Very practical.
Yeah, and our mission is clear. We're going to extract surprising nuggets and, intensely practical strategies from this material. The goal is equipping you with tools to feel confident and genuinely connected in every interaction.
From the really mundane stuff to the big conversation.
Absolutely. From the mundane to the meaningful. Okay, let's dig in.
What's really powerful about this source material, I think, is how it dissects something as common as daily conversation. It transforms it into actionable, understandable components.
Right. It's not just about memorizing phrases, is
No,
it?
not at all. It's about building a proper communication toolkit.
I couldn't agree more. And what better place to start building that toolkit than, well, the universal rhythm of our lives? The morning routine.
Yeah, everyone's got one.
It seems so simple, right? Waking up, getting ready. But the details, even the seemingly tiny ones, are surprisingly rich conversational fodder.
They really are.
Like, consider James's routine from our source.
Yeah.
Wakes up around 6:30 a.m. And relatable for many, I suspect, the immediate pull to check his phone.
Oh, yeah. Guilty as charged sometimes.
Then it's water, coffee, and if he has time, a quick 5-minute stretch to get moving.
Okay, pretty standard start. And then you have Sarah's approach.
Right, a bit different. She tries to avoid social media before breakfast.
Good discipline if you can manage it.
Then she opts for tea and oatmeal, or maybe a banana if she's, in a rush.
She's in a hurry, yeah.
And she also fits in a short 10-minute news deep dive in her morning.
Ah, interesting. Finds that longer stuff can make her lose focus early on.
Exactly. So when we share these little personal details, like James getting up early, what's the key? How do we make them more than just facts?
Well, that's where the source really zeroes in on I'd say, the magic of follow-up questions.
Yeah.
It's not just about being polite. It's about signaling genuine curiosity, really showing you're listening.
So asking things like,
Why so early?
yeah,
Or do you eat breakfast at home? You're moving beyond just data collection into shared discovery.
I like that. Shared discovery.
These questions are like the secret handshake of connection.
Yeah.
They turn a factual exchange into a real dialogue, builds that rapport.
Gotcha. So the practical takeaway for you listening is clear. These personal details, yours or someone else's, they're fantastic entry points.
Absolutely. Jump right in.
They let you ask engaging questions, build that connection without feeling like you're, prying too much.
Exactly. It just opens up the conversation naturally, builds a foundation.
Okay. So, from the quiet rhythms of our mornings, we often step into the bustling world of our daily commute.
The shared grind.
Right. And it's here, in those shared journeys, that new opportunities for conversation, and maybe even some polite debate emerge.
Yeah, definitely.
Our source tells us about James's commute. It's 30 minutes on the bus,
Okay.
and he listens to music to relax, especially if the bus is crowded.
Makes sense. A bit of an escape.
Sarah, though, she prefers the predictable metro.
Right. Knows what she's getting.
And she also listens to deep dives because reading on a moving train makes her dizzy.
Motion sickness. Yeah. Been there.
Now, a powerful insight from this section is how the source guides us through expressing polite opinions.
Ah, yes. This is crucial. It gives us some excellent phrases like, personally, I think.
Or, in my experience.
Or, I prefer X because. Like, James thinks short deep dives are better on weekdays. That's his preference.
And Sarah responds, that's a good point. I prefer short episodes too.
Acknowledging his point first.
But on Fridays, I don't mind something longer.
That but is interesting, isn't it? It really is. It acts as a kind of conversational bridge. Lets her state a slight difference without dismissing his view.
Keeps things smooth.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the source provides equally useful ways to respond politely when someone shares an opinion different from yours.
Like,
That makes sense, or I see your point, or even just, I feel a bit differently. Gentle ways to disagree.
this reminds me of a crucial question then.
Go on.
How can mastering these polite expressions really transform those potentially awkward disagreements into, well, truly constructive dialogues?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? It's not about avoiding differences altogether.
No.
It's about navigating them gracefully. maintaining that connection even when your views diverge a bit.
Nicely put. Okay, so building on that idea of finding common ground, let's tackle something many people find daunting. But it's actually, as the source says, a social superpower. Small talk.
Ah, small talk. The necessary evil for some, maybe?
But it's essential for building rapport, right? Making confident connections in casual settings. Our source sets the scene with a really common scenario. Two strangers meeting in a cafe.
Okay, I can picture it.
The role-play dialogue walks us through it. Starts with, "Excuse me, is anyone sitting here?"
Standard opener. Polite.
Leads to, "Busy morning." Then maybe, "Do you work nearby?"
Natural follow-ups.
Yeah.
Showing interest.
And then there's an appreciation for a laptop sticker, which is a nice touch.
Yeah, finding a small shared point.
Finally, the classic "what do you do" question, which in this case leads to a discussion of a, quote, hectic marketing project launch.
So very busy. Yeah.
Now, the genius here, I think, lies in how the source distills this whole interaction. It gives us a set of useful small talk questions. Busy morning, do you work nearby, what do you do, and crucially, how about you?
Right. Got to return the serve. And it provides equally natural responses.
Such as?
Things like, it's hectic, but I'm managing, or I'm just grabbing coffee before a meeting. Quick, easy answers.
And the core takeaway is that small talk should be short, friendly, and light.
Exactly. It's a gateway, not an interrogation. A way to open the door.
So for you listening, this means these aren't just random phrases to memorize, they're proven conversation starters.
Tools for your kit.
Yeah, they let you engage with someone new without feeling totally overwhelmed or put on the spot.
Opens a door, doesn't conduct an interview.
Perfectly said.
Yeah.
And that leads us naturally into the workday itself.
Okay, shifting gears.
Let's shift our focus to the professional realm, where our personal work habits often intersect with, well, broader team dynamics. Our source material gives us some great insights here, too.
Yeah, it looks at individual styles.
Take Sarah, for example. She's got an energy management strategy, plans her day in blocks,
Smart.
tackles the difficult tasks before lunch when she feels more focused,
Playing to her strengths.
schedules the lighter tasks for after lunch because she tends to feel sleepy then. Usual afternoon slump.
Right, she knows her rhythm. James, conversely, is quite the opposite.
Slower in the morning, faster in the afternoon.
Interesting contrast.
Yeah.
And both acknowledge the value of breaks.
Yeah. Sarah stands, stretches, drinks water every 90 minutes or so.
Good discipline. James takes occasional quick walks.
Whatever works, right. But this section also introduces the art of gentle disagreement, specifically in a work context.
Ah, yes. How do you express a different view without creating friction? Especially when it's about personal rhythms or preferences.
Tricky.
Very. But the source provides specific patterns for soft disagreement. Ways to maintain harmony while still expressing your view.
Like what?
Phrases like, I see what you mean, but I find that, or that works for many people, in my case.
Okay, acknowledging the other perspective first.
Precisely. The power isn't just in the words, but in the respect they convey. For instance, I see what you mean about taking short breaks, but I find that longer breaks actually make it hard for me to restart.
And a polite reply might be?
Something like, fair enough, that's a good point. It fosters collaboration, allows honest feedback without it turning into conflict.
So the practical impact here is pretty significant, isn't it?
Huge.
Understanding your own rhythms and, crucially, politely navigating differing preferences that can really enhance both your personal productivity and team collaboration.
Absolutely. It's a really powerful tool in that communication toolkit we talked about.
Okay, now let's explore the realm of social planning. Another common area, but sometimes a tricky communication challenge.
Oh yeah. Making plans can be surprisingly complex.
It's about mastering invitations, suggestions, accepting, declining.
It's a whole dance.
The source outlines friendly ways to invite someone. Do you want to grab coffee on Saturday? Simple, direct.
Or, are you free Sunday afternoon?
It also gives clear ways to make suggestions. Let's try the new cafe on Main Street.
Or just pinning down a time. How about 11 a.m.?
And just as importantly, it gives us clear phrases for accepting.
Like, sounds great, that works for me, or just, I'm in. Easy yeses.
And for declining politely, which is key.
Yes. Things like, I'd love to, but I already have plans. Softens the no.
Or, I can't this weekend. Can we maybe do next week? Offers an alternative.
Keeps the door open.
The source even gives us a short planning dialogue example. It's about brunch at Cafe Meadow.
Okay.
Shows how they navigate a conflicting gym class. Suggest 11:30 honors Instead, consider sitting outside if the weather's nice.
All the little negotiations.
And agree to confirm on Friday evening. And it uses that phrase, what do you have in mind? Meaning, what are you thinking of?
Inviting suggestions.
Yeah.
What truly caught my eye here is how having these structured options ready, it just reduces so much of the potential awkwardness. You're not scrambling for words.
Takes the pressure off.
Massively.
Yeah.
It increases confidence when you're trying to coordinate plans because you've got the language right there. Simplifies the whole process.
It's true. Clear communication makes making plans feel, effortless and enjoyable rather than like some stressful negotiation.
Definitely. Smooths the whole thing out.
Okay, we've covered a lot of positive ground building skills, but it's equally important to acknowledge that, even fluent communicators can stumble.
Oh, absolutely. We all do.
So identifying common pitfalls is key to continuous improvement. Let's sharpen our edge by looking at some common communication mistakes highlighted in the source.
Good idea. Where does it start?
Well, it tackles pronunciation challenges first, like the subtle but important distinction between full, fill, full, filsel, and pulpil.
Ah, those vowel sounds. Tricky for learners.
Yeah. Listen closely. Full, that short sound, like in book.
Got it.
Full, the longer guillemot sound, like in moon.
Right.
And pull, similar short as full, but with the P. It also highlights ship the boat.
Versus sheep as the animal, that short I versus the long E.
Yeah.
Classic pair.
Then it corrects common word choice mistakes, things learners often say.
Like what?
For instance, instead of I am agree, the correct phrase is simply I agree.
Right. Verb agreement.
And rather than discuss about something, you just discuss something. You discuss the plan, not about the plan.
Yeah, drop the preposition. These seem small, but they really affect clarity and how natural you sound.
Totally. And then there are those tricky prepositions of time and place.
Always a challenge.
The source reminds us of common patterns. On Monday at 10 a.m. in July, getting those right makes a big difference.
It really does. Consistency matters.
Yeah.
Then there are essential collocations, words that just naturally go together.
Yeah.
Like make a mistake, not usually do a mistake, or do homework, not make homework.
Take a break, have lunch.
Exactly. The source even highlights the rhythm and stress patterns for these. Like you emphasize make a mistake.
Right. It's about sounding natural, not just being grammatically perfect on paper.
That's the key takeaway. The real impact here for you listening is that recognizing these patterns isn't about chasing some kind of elusive perfection.
No, definitely not.
It's about increasing the clarity and the impact of your messages, making your communication just more effective, more natural.
Allows you to focus on the actual conversation, not just the grammar rules.
Precisely.
Okay, let's bring this deep dive towards its crescendo now. Let's focus on the ultimate goal, cultivating authentic confidence in every conversation you have.
This is where it all comes together.
Our source offers some really powerful, practical strategies. First, prepare starter lines for common situations.
Like ordering food, asking for help.
Or initiating that small talk we discussed. Have them ready in your mental toolbox.
Smart. Be prepared. Second, it suggests learning repair phrases for when you get stuck.
Ah, the safety net.
Exactly. Things like, sorry, what's the word? Or let me rephrase that.
Or even, could you speak a bit slower?
Yeah. These aren't signs of weakness at all. They're tools for maintaining the flow, keeping the conversation going even when you stumble.
Third, and this one is huge, I think prioritize clarity over perfection.
Yes. So important.
The source wisely reminds us that simple sentences are powerful. You don't need complex grammar or a huge vocabulary to connect with someone.
Keep it clear, keep it simple, it works. And finally, strategy number 4. Celebrate the small wins.
Tell me more.
Even just speaking to a barista, ordering your coffee or asking a simple question, that's progress.
Acknowledge it.
Yeah. It's about recognizing every step forward, no matter how small it seems, and building on that momentum. A really profound insight here is that true fluency isn't about never making mistakes.
Right.
It's about confidently navigating them when they happen and just continuing the conversation.
I love that. The source wraps up with a mini dialogue that shows these tools in action. Imagine a conversation starting simply, "Hi, I like your notebook. Are you a writer?"
Easy opener, low stakes.
It progresses to discussing journaling and meditation, finding common ground,
Building connection.
and culminates in making plans for coffee next week to, quote, swap tips, exchange advice.
See? From a simple observation to making a plan, it works.
The real impact for you listening is that every single interaction, big or small, is an opportunity.
An opportunity to practice, to grow.
And to genuinely connect with other people.
That's the heart of it.
Wow. We've covered some serious ground in this deep dive, from understanding how daily routines can spark conversation, how to express polite opinions,
Mastering the art of small talk.
effortlessly making plans, identifying those common communication pitfalls.
And ultimately, building that unwavering confidence in every exchange.
It's a lot.
It is. But remember those core phrases and principles we talked about.
Sure.
Personally, I think
I see your point.
these are your bridges to understanding and connection. They're fundamental, really, to any successful dialogue.
Absolutely. And as we wrap up, here's maybe a provocative thought for you to carry forward.
Okay, leave us with something to chew on.
Consider how these practical strategies for improving everyday communication. Okay, yes, they were presented in the context of specific language learning, but fundamentally, don't they apply to all human interaction?
That's a great point. Communication is communication.
So what seemingly small piece of today's deep dive can